Hello friends, let us now learn about the reversible cell injury. First, reversible cell injury. In this, first normally if you see, oxygen is required for production of ATP in mitochondria normally. But if there is hypoxia, then first and foremost the mitochondria are affected. Mitochondria are the first organelle or the earliest organelle involved in cell injury. Earliest organelle involved in cell injury is mitochondria. Because there is no oxygen, obviously there is no production of ATP in mitochondria. So this, whenever there is no ATP, so it causes three major groups of things will occur. First, there will be decreased activity of sodium potassium ATPase. So normally if you see, sodium potassium ATPase causes efflux of sodium, that is 3 sodium will go out of the cell, whereas 2 potassium will enter the cell. But because of this sodium potassium ATPase disturbance, this will increase the influx of water and sodium, and it will also increases the efflux of potassium. So it increases the influx, that is sodium and water enter the cell, whereas potassium exits the cell. Because water is entering the cell becomes swollen. So cellular swelling occurs. Along with the cell, even the organelles also undergo swollen. So there is endoplasmic reticulum swelling is present. There is loss of microvilli, blebs and myelin figures are also seen. So all this will result in cell injury. Second process, because see, whenever there is endoplasmic reticulum swelling, endoplasmic reticulum is the organelle involved in protein synthesis. But now, because of the swelling of endoplasmic reticulum, there is decreased protein synthesis and the cell also undergoes swelling, causing hydropic stage. Before that, we will see the second process, that is whenever oxygen is involved, that is aerobic respiration. But now, because oxygen is decreased, there is hypoxia, the alternate pathway instead of aerobic respiration that the cell can undergo is anaerobic respiration. So there is increased anaerobic respiration. So this anaerobic respiration increases two things. One, it increases this anaerobic respiration, first it increases the glycogenolysis. There is increased glycogenolysis, so glycogen is decreased. And in anaerobic respiration, there is production of lactic acid is the end product. So lactic acid is an acid, so obviously the pH decreases, thus it results in clumping of chromatin. There are other effects also associated with this, like there is detachment of ribosomes can occur, which decreases the protein synthesis, and this also results in lipid deposition. There will be lipid deposition occurs because there is proteins are decreased, and as a result lipids are increased. So this results in lipid deposition. So these are the important things. Because of this lipid deposition, there will be fatty liver, right? So these are the important changes which you see in reversible cell injury. So this is clumping of chromatin which will occur. So this chromatin, which will be euchromatin, lightly stained proper chromatin, that will undergo clumping inside the cell. So there is also formation of myelin figures are seen. These myelin figures are formed due to the breakdown of membranes of cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum. Whenever there is breakdown of cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, it results in formation of myelin figures which are composed of phospholipids. These look like whorls of laminated lipid material, predominantly phospholipids. These look like this laminated lipid material. So these myelin figures are whorls or intracellular, that is they are present intracellular. They are walls of laminated lipid material. So if these myelin bodies are present in the lysosomes, in membrane bound structures with lysosomal enzymes, if they are present in membrane bound structures with lysosomal enzymes, then we call it as myelin bodies or myelinoid bodies. So if you see, this is the membrane bound structure. Inside this membrane bound structure, this is the myelin figures, and this is the lysosomal enzymes, pink color. So this myelin figure and the lysosomal enzymes together bound by a membrane bound structure which is called as myeloid bodies. Okay, there is one more important thing is the cellular swelling is also called as hydropic change, and this hydropic change is the earliest change which occurs in reversible cell injury. So these are the important points about reversible cell injury. Thank you for watching.